Hello, Eric. Welcome to the stream. This is my kind of like my catches of the day discussion. I plan to go back to the yard after my dad plays some golf, but just a run through of what I've seen so far. The CSX YN2 is still here, which is kind of surprising. And then there was the NS, which is gone. I don't know where it went, and a ton of SD70Ms. So I don't really know. Ugh. Thanks. Always good to have foreign power around. NS and CSX. CSX is more rare here because it seems like NS has been doing a lot of work with UP. The SD40s are currently in the yard right now, and I heard on the radio that there's a coal train around, which there's a coal train parked right next to the golf course, which I plan to take a look at after my dad's done. Hello, Cool Will 2022. Today we're just talking about some of the stuff I've seen at the train yard and what I expect to see when I go back in about an hour. Yeah, YN2 probably doesn't have a job to be on. Yeah, it's probably so. I was shocked to see him because me and my family came out here for dinner about a week ago, and that YN2 was in the yard. So to see it still here is kind of surprising because Provo Yard usually sends foreign power out pretty quickly once it arrives. Like the NS that I saw when I drove in is already gone. So NS is gone. SD70Ms have been plentiful today, which is good because those are like my SD75s of Utah. There's currently 6 in the yard. There's 2 working on the switch job, and then there's 4 currently sitting on the power track. CSX is rare where I live too. Yeah, CSX is this super rare because I've been here for about maybe 5 months, and I've only seen 2 CSX. Wait, no, I've seen 3 CSX units. Only 3.
If you come over there, Andrew, make sure you lock it up, okay?
All right, I'll lock it. Yep, that's my dad. He's gonna go hit some golf balls, and then we're gonna head over back to the train yard after that. Hopefully the coal train has a Southern Pacific or something on it because SP 63. Oh yeah, I better. Yeah, the truck. I don't know. I don't want it being driven away. But yeah, there's a rail yard farther down from my yard called Helper, and there's been a Southern Pacific unit, 6379, that's been working out of there. So I would like to see him show up, but I'm not sure if he will. Like this, I counted 6 SD70Ms. There's 7 of them now because one flew by at high speed on a power move. It was leading too. Any of you guys planning on going trackside today? I know Washington has had a lot of good power recently. The SD60M Triclops 1419 has been out and about in recent weeks. Would have liked to got to see him move. I saw him dead in Inner Bay, but I never saw him under power. Sunglasses, which yeah, a lot of sun today. Utah's weird because it'll be 80 one day and it'll blizzard tomorrow, so we'll see how long it lasts. I haven't gotten any horn show from the SD70Ms yet today. I didn't ask the crew for a horn show yet because I think the SD70M that's doing yard work today is the same one that was doing yard work, most days of the week. So I've already heard his horn before and got it good footage. Why is it still snow in those mountains? LOL. I guess it's really cold up there because, it feels like 80 down here, but I guess on the mountain it's still cold. I guess it just all depends on where the mountains are located because up near my house, one side of the mountains has snow, but the other side doesn't. So I don't know what that's all about. Yeah. As for BNSF, I'll give them a bit of an update. They brought a ton of locomotives today. Roosevelt be hot up there. Yeah, Roosevelt. I remember driving through there on my way to Utah, and it's like the desert of Washington. But BNSF, they brought like 11 locomotives today. They have a Thundercab ACE, but that's currently working the yard right now. And the thing about him is he does not have a horn and he does not have PTC. So he's like a B unit ace because without PTC, he can't lead. Thundercab's a band and he does not have a horn. So he's kind of useless in terms of leading trains. I was hoping to get an SD70 Mac, H1, a bonnet, anything, but BNSF, they just the power pool in Denver just seems to be very dry. So the Thundercab is the best of the day in terms of BNSF stuff because they just don't seem to bring anything whatsoever these days. Kind of cool that you guys in Washington got, what was it, 683 Santa Fe War Bonnet leading trains multiple times. Be patient. Yep, I'm patient. They started off very exciting because one of my first trips here, they brought the Franken bonnet, the 4729, and then after that, they brought an H1 and a CSX unit. But since then, pretty much nothing on their part. But yeah, you've had 683 leading twice and past Chehalis recently. I logged it once, the 683, which I'm happy I get to log some cool stuff because I always want to log something memorable. Yeah, I have a thing for 4729. You know that. Have you ever seen the BNSF 25th anniversary unit? Yes, I've actually seen a few. The one I've seen the most was 6017. I've seen 6017 maybe about 4 times. As a matter of fact, 6017 came to Provo only a couple days ago, but I wasn't available to grab him. I also saw, I believe it was the 5028. He was on the back of an Autorack train a couple years ago, so I got him. In total, I've probably seen about 4 of the units. I thought I had seen more, but 6017, I've seen 6017 so many times. I guess it kind of tricked me into thinking I'd seen more, but in reality, it was just the same unit over and over again. Heck, 60... PNW's seen few of those 25th anniversary units. Yeah, Washington State got quite a few of them. I've actually seen them lead before. I've seen 6017 lead twice, I believe it was. So I've seen them up front, which is nice. It's always cool to see rare power leading. Some of my most rare catches of engines that you don't usually see lead. I've seen a Santa Fe War Bonnet lead once. I've seen H1s lead twice. And I've seen an H2 SD70 Mac lead before. Unfortunately, I didn't take out my mom's camera to film, which I regret, but at least my eyes know I saw that, and I hear a train over there. I don't know who it is. I have my scanner on since I'm right next to the yard, so I can hear, what's going on. The yard is like literally right on the other side of that blue building and across the street. So the yard is really close. And then you can't see it, but back there is where the coal trains like to tie down. So the coal trains tie down over there. I saw BNSF 6179 about 2 years ago. That's great, cool, Wick. It's always cool to see those sticker units, They're not the easiest to find, so it's good to see them. Haven't heard any radio chatter in a while, but I just heard a train horn. It sounded like a K3LA something, so it might have been one of the SD70Ms over there. Right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 BNSF units in the yard. There used to be way more, but one of the BNSF trains already departed on its way back to Denver, I believe it was going, so there's less BNSF now because one of the trains is already gone. Heck, I just noticed, but I think today might be, is it? No, I was about to say, I think today is the first day there was no UPAs here. Well, enjoy your live talk later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, Eric. Have a nice day and have fun catching trains. But I was about to say, I thought today was the first day I came here and there wasn't a single UPACE, but that is not the case because I think I saw one when I drove in, so they're here. I will. Yep, there's a lot of good stuff down where you're at to go see. Like, specifically SD75s. I'll probably stream for like maybe 20 more minutes. I want to give some, people some time who maybe haven't shown up yet, you know. There was a dude who missed my last stream and he wanted to join, so we'll see if he gets notified for this one. I'm not at the yard currently, but we're talking about the yard. Last week I saw Nathan P5A on a CN train. Wow, nice. CN power is really cool to see. That is something, I haven't seen a lot of Canadian stuff here in Utah so far. I'm trying to think, have I seen any Canadian power? I don't think I have. I haven't seen CN and I haven't seen CP yet. Most of the foreign power I get is NS and Kansas City Southern. CSX will show up every once in a while, and then NS is pretty much not all the time, but NS is pretty common here. KCS is pretty common here. CSX is rare, and CP and CN are hard to get as well. BNSF is common because they have a partnership with Utah Railway, so they work in this yard, so they come here daily. I want them to start bringing some SD70 Max, but they just don't for some reason. Kind of crazy. These two live streams are the first live streams I've done since 2020, I think. I'm not sure. Ah! Oh man, like a hornet just came in here. Man, I can't believe I got that on the stream. Ooh boy. All right, we're calm. Yeah. Guess I'll turn off. I can't wait to see the new CPKC paint scheme. Yeah, I'm excited to see it too. Originally, I remember this merger has been in discussion for a few years. And I remember talking to a guy a few years ago, and he was saying that it's not going to be like the BNSF merger. There's not going to be patches or new paint schemes or any of that. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe there will be a new CPKC paint scheme. So if so, I'm excited to see what it looks like. All right, I think that yellow jacket thing is gone, so that's good. It would be pretty bad to get stung by a yellow jacket on live stream. That would have been pretty bad. He flew in here and was trying to buzz me in the face, but luckily he left. Hello, Mike George. I was waiting for you to come. I wanted to, keep streaming so you have a chance to stop by. We're just talking about the trains, what I've seen in the yard, and what I would like to see when I go back, because I'm at the golf course currently. After I'm done here, I plan to go back and see what I can find. There's currently a coal train tied down behind me, so I'll see if I can go see what's going on with him. It looks like it's GE power on the front, no Southern Pacific or anything interesting, but the rear might have something, you never know. Okay, thanks for the info. No problem. It's been a good day of trains so far. Lots of EMD. Last time I went to a place where they had a live stream and I got stung by a bee on my ear. It really sucked. Oh man, that stinks. Sorry to happen. I think it was a hornet I got stung by when I was like 9 years old, and it hurt so bad. They're small, so I didn't even notice. I didn't even see them fly up to me. I just, got stung and was in pain and didn't know what was going on. So yeah, luckily I haven't been stung in years, and hopefully never. But it's kind of good to know that I got stung. So now I know that I shouldn't have an allergic reaction because, there he is up there. I'm gonna turn off my scanner and save my battery for when I go back to the yard in a little bit. I have a backup battery, but these batteries I need to order off of Amazon because I don't see them in, Walmart or anything. So I want to try and save my batteries as much as possible. I guess I'm on the charger, so I could leave it on. You guys might want to hear some chatter if anyone says anything. Got my rail fanning equipment, my tripod, and my rail fanning bag that I take trackside with me is my Norfolk Southern bag that my uncle gave me. So I always bring that NS bag wherever I go to see trains. Yeah, bee stings ain't so bad after you get stung a few times. Yeah, I've probably become, untough towards the stings because I haven't been stung by really anything since 2013. So I've probably my pain tolerance to being stung has probably gotten way weaker since then. So I don't know how it would feel if I lived on a farm or something where bees were all over, and then I probably would be a lot better off because I would be more familiar with the feeling. All right, I'm gonna turn off my scanner. There, it's off. We got 3 viewers. I'm really happy you guys stop by. This is my one of 2 of my first streams in years. I thought I would stream the trains live, and then I thought I would talk about the trains. So here I am. The house is just, at home is just so noisy, kitchen pots being thrown all over the place and stuff. So, streaming when I'm out is only the best place to do it. I remember going to channel 27 on my scanner. One time they said out a symbol. GLPS. Oh, that's nice. That's cool, PNW Rails. Yeah. Sometimes they do that here, even though that symbol is discontinued. Oh, okay. They phased out the LIC 55 symbol, but I heard a dispatcher say, I think it was last night, he called it the train 55. So it must have just been out of habit that he said that because it's LIC 152 now, not 55. Sometimes I hear them say their symbol on my scanner, but most of the time they identify as their locomotive, not as, their symbol. So they'll be UP 4510 speaking rather than saying, we're the Utah to something coal train. All right, I'm going to stream for a little bit longer, then I'm going to eat a snack and go over with my dad because he's hitting the golf balls right now. But yeah, very rare that I hear them mention UP decided to phase out 2 symbols to give it to BNSF. Interesting. I would have liked to see BNSF do their own version of LIC 55, a long view to Centralia local, but there's really no reason for that because, BNSF already operates multiple Longview Junction trains. They have the VAW, Vancouver to Longview Junction. They have the Everett LVJ and LVJ Everett. And then, UP is doing the Centralia to Longview service. So there's really no, reason to do it. I think it would be cool, but, no reason really they could put SD75s on it for the local. So that would be, because we don't really, the only local we get past the cam is the 201, because 360 does not stop by the camera, unfortunately. Unless somebody's in danger, like if someone stalls on the hill, then sometimes 360 will charge around the corner to go help them. But unless it's an emergency, they don't come. Thanks for the like, whoever liked it. You know, stay tuned for my video later when I post my trains. Feel free to turn on notifications, because, you know, a lot of guys haven't been finding my videos recently, and there's going to be a lot of EMD in my new videos. And for you SD70 Ace fans, I have a Thunder Cab in my newest. There'll be a Thunder Cab featured in my newest video that does not have a horn on it. So that's something rare that, you know, a lot of people don't get to see. Put my scanner in my NS bag. There. That's my tripod right there. I'm still somewhat new to the tripoding business. I've only been using tripods for about 3 weeks now. I've always been holding it with my hands, but, you know, when it was freezing outside, the tripod was helpful because I could go warm up my hands and have the camera still filming, so it's helpful. All right, 24 minutes. We're doing pretty good. Yeah. Waiting for H2 SD70 Mac to come in, or an executive. I would like to see H2 a lot. Executive, you know, both would be very much appreciated. STAR moment. TAYR moment. Those symbols are coming out of nowhere, huh? Yeah. I don't know much of the Utah symbols because we don't have a train sheet here, or a rail cam for that matter. So there's nowhere I can really go except for, you know, websites to learn the symbols. So, you know, I know a few, but, you know, not like by heart like the Washington ones, you know, where I'm on the cam pretty much every day, you know, seeing Everoo, Ever LVJ, Ruev, TAC Pass, Pass TAC, Passev, you know, I don't know the Utah ones like that. We have coal symbols, manifest symbols, and, you know, the local stuff. I know the BNSF ones. We have the the H Denver Provo, and then the Provo Denver, and then we have the Provo Stockton, and then the Stockton Provo. That's what I know. Apparently we get a Q train too. Where are you at currently? I am at the golf course. My dad is hitting some golf balls, and after that, we're going to go back to the train yard. We're not far away. The train yard is just pretty much on the other side of that blue building. And I showed it a little bit earlier, but focus back there a little ways across from the course is where they tie down trains. You know, they'll tie down the coal trains and the manifests that come in a lot over there. So we're close by, we're just not there right now. This is what happens every time when I get UP trains. I don't know why all these Hornets are hanging out over here. Oh yeah. I always get Jewer leaders that has K5HL horns. For me, it's the opposite. You know, every single time I come trackside, BNSF just brings the same old stuff. It's either ES44 or it's H2-9. UP is the one who's doing all the heavy lifting in terms of cool power. You know, they got SD59MX, they got SD40s, they got, you know, SD70Ms. They're bringing foreign power with them, CS612, NS, They even brought the NS Sonic Bonnet 4004 here. I'm so happy I caught that. You know, they're bringing Southern Pacific units. I got a Southern Pacific unit a couple months ago, 6378. Meanwhile, BNSF has just been dry. Utah Railway is pretty good with power too. I think everything they own is EMD. They got SD50s and stuff. There's probably a hornet's nest nearby. Yeah, that would make sense. There's a hornet's nest that's on the stop sign at the yard where I park. That's the same yard as in your previous videos, the one with the hills in the background? Yes, it is. Indeed it is. Oh, no. Ah! All right. Hornet was trying to come in here again. Man, but yeah, this is the same yard. There's other yards in Utah. Cool, man. Yep, thanks. It sure is. There's other yards in Utah like Roper Yard, but I don't like going down to Salt Lake City. And you can't really get good access. And Helper Yard is like 80 miles away. So Provo is the best. Not only are the crews friendly, you're able to get good access, good train traffic, and it's not far away. So it works out perfectly. All right, I'm going to wrap the stream up soon. Final comments, everybody, I guess, and then I'm going to eat my chips and going over to the golf course. Let me know if you guys like the stream and if you want more in the future, because I haven't done this stuff in years. So if you like this, you know, let me know. Uh-oh, your comment disappeared. Looking at Parkville right now. Parkville. There's a town nearby called Springville. Springville. That's where the trains pass through. I believe the main line goes through Springville. I've been to many spots in the Provo subdivision. I've been trackside in Draper, Lehigh, Midvale, and Provo's the best out of all of them. I haven't seen freight trains at all of these locations though, because it's not as busy as the Seattle subdivision. So if you want to see a lot of action, you need to come to the train yard here in Provo. That's where all the work is. You should have a live show for a live trackside show for a few hours someday. That's a great idea. I'll definitely consider it, you know. I had not thought about live streams for a while, and when I found out that years ago they took away the feature for you to be able to stream off your phone, you had to download a third-party app. But now that they're letting me do that again, I guess I can get started whenever I feel like it and I'm out. Once again, I don't think I'll ever stream at the house again because my house is very noisy and the walls are made of paper pretty much. So I wouldn't be able to provide a good and entertaining experience. Also, when I'm out in the real world, I have real trains to entertain you guys, you know. At the house, all I have is, you know, my N-scale and HO stuff, which I don't think would, you know, keep a good crowd. Nothing like watching live real trains. Yeah, true. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. I've posted a lot of new videos that I believe some of you guys have missed, so feel free to check out the videos on the channel that you haven't seen yet, and stay tuned for the new video. And I might stream again maybe later if I find something, you know, that I think I would stream in the yard. So thanks for watching.